Hey, what's going on everybody? Commander Crane here, and we are back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about some specific cards that are not on Magic Arena, and I don't understand why they were not in some, Explorer Anthology set, or obviously, Pioneer Masters. Why are these specific cards not on Magic Arena? So the true inspiration behind this video is actually quite funny. So my brother calls me up one day, Common Cold, always in the comment section, thanks for all the support, and was saying, hey, we've got a problem. There's some specific cards that we're looking to play in Pioneer on Arena that are not on Arena. Because this is about right when Magic announced, like, hey, Explorer's becoming Pioneer, it's the format. So a friend that we used to play a lot of Magic with named Bobby, huge shout out to Bobby, was like, hey, I want to rebuild Gates. Gates is a deck that I really used to play a lot, and now that it's a thing in Pioneer that I can play, I want to play that. So then they call me and say, why is Gate Creepervine not on Arena? And I'm like, it really wasn't in Pioneer Masters? They go, no, it's not even in the format. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this card is, tier 1 or anything like that. But it just proves the point that, like, people have been playing Magic for, quite some time. And all of a sudden they want to build these decks on Arena, and then they can't because, wait, I thought this was Pioneer. The card's Pioneer legal. Why is it not on Arena? That's a great question. So there's a couple cards that I want to go over today of why are these not on Arena to be able to play in Pioneer. So I'm not going to go over every single card specifically, just some notable ones that I personally want to talk about, whether or not it's cards that I want to see or cards that I do play in paper that are not on Arena somehow. I just want to talk about those cards today. So the first set of cards I want to talk about is Shrieking Affliction. Shrieking Affliction is such a great card. It doesn't see a ton of play in the mono black discard decks, at least a lot of them, but some people like to play like the rack style list where you play Shrieking Affliction and then you play is it Ashak? No, it's Davriel, the one from War of the Spark. People like playing those like 8 rack decks, so to speak, and Shrieking Affliction is a huge part of that. But guess what? It's not on Magic Arena. And who knows, maybe a deck like that could be a lot better if we actually got this on Arena, so that way more people can be exploring it, that kind of thing. There was no pun intended on that, I promise. But anyways, Shrieking Affliction is somehow not on in Pioneer on Arena, and it definitely needs to be. The next thing I want to talk about is the Aldrazi. I feel like this is the biggest thing that people gravitate toward when they talk about cards that are not on Arena. How are the Aldrazi? Like, obviously, Mimic is not, Reality Smasher is not, Aldrazi Obligator is not. Another one that I did not feature, Void Winnower, as well as Endbringer. How are those not on Magic Arena? They're all fantastic cards, especially in Aldrazi decks. Aldrazi Aggro is like one of those random decks. You don't see a lot, at least in paper, but it itself is a pretty solid deck. Also, decks are starting to want to play these cards because of Ugin. The new Ugin from Tarkir Dragonstorm cares about you casting colorless spells, and we can't cast some of the best colorless spells in the entire format, which just is really, really unfortunate. So I really hope that Wizards of the Coast has a plan to put the Aldrazi into Pioneer on Magic Arena. Okay, the next one I want to talk about, and this is another one that a lot of people love to gravitate toward, understandably, and that is Goblins. Goblin Piledriver. Why is Goblin Piledriver not on Magic Arena? I don't know. It's such a great card, and I understand sometimes when people are like, oh, well, my like fringe card that I love to play is not on there. It's kind of like, oh, yeah, it stinks, but no. People play Goblin Piledriver actively. Like, sees play in like mono red token variants. It sees play in like the Gruul Coco Goblin decks. Why is this card not on Magic Arena? When they announced Pioneer Masters, I figured, okay, this is going to be one of those cards that's definitely on there, and it somehow was not. So Goblin Piledriver needs to be put on Magic Arena. It needs to, like today. Like, a programmer, if you're watching this, you need to go on there and start putting this card into the format. I don't know why it's not on there. The next card I want to talk about, and this is another one that a lot of people are upset about, understandably so, because it's a good card in the format, and that is Narl Root Trapper. Why is Narl Root Trapper why is it not in there? This card is so good in elf decks. I love it. It's just, obviously it's another elf dork. Sure, it only, casts an elf creature spell, but that's what you're looking to do with a card like this. And then being able to give an attacking elf Death Touch is just really, really nice utility. So why is this card not in the format? I don't know. Again, it should have just been in Pioneer Masters. No clue why it wasn't. Whatever. It needs to be on there immediately. Narl Root Trapper. Okay, so there's one last one I want to talk about. And this is kind of part 2 of the story of getting the call from my brother and Bobby. and that is, why are the Minotaurs not on Magic Arena? What? So Bobby is like the Minotaur guy. Bobby loves playing Minotaurs. Like, he used to play Didgeridoo back in the day and like cheat in Kragma Warcaller, and it was absolutely insane. So he couldn't build gates how he wanted to. He says, like, okay, well, I'll build Minotaurs. He goes to build the Minotaurs, and Ragemonger and Kragma Warcaller are both not in Magic Arena. And I felt horrible for Bobby, because as a Pioneer advocate, I love Pioneer, it's my favorite format. How am I supposed to tell Bobby that he can't play his two favorite decks to play in general how he wants to play them? Regardless, I'm not going to sit here and tell you Minotaurs is tier 1 or anything like that, but people love playing Minotaurs, and especially like the Death Bellow Cry. There's that 7 mana spell. It's like search for 4 Minotaurs with different names and put them into play. How are we supposed to play that deck well on Arena if we don't get arguably the best Minotaur for that deck? I couldn't tell you. I don't know why Minotaurs are not on here. They do print some Minotaur spells every so often that are pretty sweet. I want to say that Jumpstart one, for Commander, like for Brawl formats, I want to say is on there as well. So getting Ragemonger and Kragma Warcaller just makes a lot of sense. I don't know why they weren't on Magic Arena. They printed a whole bunch of Minotaurs from like this, from the original Theros block onto Pioneer Master. So why are the Minotaurs not Standard Legal or Pioneer Legal? I couldn't tell you, but Wizards of the Coast, you guys got some work to do. You need to make this happen to put the Minotaurs on Arena. And that's it. That's the last card I wanted to talk about specifically today. I guess there's a whole bunch more that I did not mention. Let me know in the comment section below, what card are you angry about not being legal in the Pioneer format on Magic Arena? I'd love to hear your opinions on that. But thanks for watching this video, and feel free to check out other MTG videos on the channel if you are not subscribed and if you are new to the channel. Huge shout out to our channel members, Ralph, Matt, Arcadius, Ray, Gary, Servonoki, Michael D, our premium channel member, The Common Cold, Jeremy P, and BG Stilts. If you are interested in being a channel member, it starts at $1 a month, and you gain access to the exclusive Commander Crane Discord, as well as other features here on the channel. So, I'm Commander Crane, thanks for watching this video, and I hope to catch you in the next one.